Happy New Year, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Blue FC. We'll be talking about Chelsea-related news, match reviews, match previews, Chelsea player related news, Chelsea player report, transfer news. Just everything that's actually related with Chelsea Football Club, men and women. So yeah, today we'll be taking a look at our latest addition, Benoit Badiashille, or let me just say, yeah, because it's actually been confirmed that is actually going to be joining us by a lot of outlets from Fabrizio Romano, Nizela, and the likes. So this his arrival has actually been met with mixed reactions. A lot of people feel like it's actually going to be it is an underwhelming signing, and some like myself feels like he is a very good signing and might be a bargain signing for us at a long run. And then in this video, I'm going to take us through why I think that Ben Badiashile is actually going to be a very smart, like he's a smart signing and he's going to be a very good signing and will be a huge bargain for us at a long run if everything actually works well. So, and before we actually go into that year, if you actually enjoyed this video so far, please drop a like the video, and subscribe, please, because it's actually a new channel, and then I need every support I can actually get. So I will actually appreciate that. So moving on from that, Benoît Badiashile is just 21-year-old, plays for AS Monaco, a French player. He also stands at 194 centimeter in height. So with that height, yeah, I feel like that's like a um giant in giant in defense. You get. So now, why people might actually feel like, okay, he's actually a good player, but then compared to Guardiola is actually way better than Badiashile. Well, that's not really true in all facets of their game. So one aspect where Guardiola is actually the better player is only when it comes to their on abilities. And when I mean by better player is not the difference between their abilities is not really that wide. Yeah, but then it actually makes a difference. But there's no really that wide for I'll be likely to be quoting 100 upward of 100 million when you're actually getting Balashide for 35 million. So now Balashide is like a low risk signing because 35 million you have absolutely nothing to lose, to be honest. The only thing that you may actually question is the fact that he's actually signing a 5 to 6 years contract. Yeah, which means if it doesn't really work out for us, then we'll have to like make do with him till he actually runs out of contract, or then probably we'll actually sell him off for around 10 or 15 million. I don't know, but then to me that makes perfect sense compared to if you actually sign GVARDIOL for 100 million plus and then it doesn't actually work out, because something in me just feel like GVARDIOL is not actually going to be like a statement signing. And given the fact that we're actually on the verge of signing Enzo Fernandez from Benfica on a massive like club record fee of 130 million, I don't really see any reason why we should actually be spending more on GVARDIOL, given that we can actually get like a big GVARDIOL at 35 million. Let me just say 99% GVARDIOL at 35 million. So let's go to their in-game statistics here. So Badiashile actually averages 1.1 tackles per game compared to GVARDIOL 0.8 tackles per game. Badiashile actually averages 1.7 he actually wins 1.7 air duels per game compared to GVARDIOL's 0.6, which is actually very amazing, because I feel like Vardy actually has a presence, like when it comes to height and everything. So it's it's like a contrasting what's it called statistics compared to his physical appearance. Do you get so? And but actually averages 3.3 clearance per game, while also averaging 1 point, I think is it 2.7 interceptions per game also. So these are actually very good numbers for 35 million for a 35 million players. If you are going to ask me, because this talk of the aerial duels, talk of the tackles per game, talk of this is what you actually want from a top defender. To be honest, you want them to be able to. You want your goalpost to be like the net to be safe from the opponent, so that they can actually find it very difficult to score us. Do you get so? But they're actually going for Guardiola. Like signing someone that's actually very good on the ball. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Guardiola is actually a very good player. But they are signing someone that is very good on the ball, but then shaky when it comes to defending. So that means that when we're on the counter, it's not something we can actually rely on, which is actually very, very obvious from the match against Argentina when he got spun by Lionel Messi. Messi is actually like Messi is actually a top player, but then if you're going to be that far if you're going to be that far up the field, yeah, you should have the acceleration, the speed to actually cover the ground, to actually cover the distance you're actually leaving behind. But then with what Messi actually did to the guy here, I don't think I don't know. I don't think because we actually have less of Mohamed Salah, you have less of Martinelli. These guys are very, very explosive, like they're explosive players. And then you have this rumored Modric going to Arsenal. Like these guys are very, very fast, extremely fast. And if you're actually pushing that high up the field and you don't have the speed, you don't have the acceleration to actually cover the distance back again, that's like you're automatically a goal down. So it doesn't sit well with me. You're coming to the EPL, so it should be Messi is not even that fast. As a player, Messi is not really that fast. And then at 35, bro, you should be chasing that guy down. Yeah, yeah. It's actually fine by me that Messi actually won the World Cup, but I'm just talking from a transfer targets perspective. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it doesn't really sit down. It doesn't really sit down well with me, to be honest. So I don't know if after saying all this, you feel like Guardiol is still going to be the better player for us. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comments actually. So, but then me personally, I feel like if we getting Benoît Badiashile for 35 million or 36 million, 37 million, with those qualities, with those statistics to actually back him up, it is a massive, massive, massive bargain. To be honest, you can never like in today's transfer market, getting someone like that for that price is no brainer. To be honest, we shouldn't be getting him for at that price with what the market is actually seeing at the moment. Do you understand? So I personally feel like Benoit Badiashile is going to be, if it works out in the end, it's going to be a massive, massive upgrade on wherever it is we have on Cucurella playing at left centre back. On other players, I don't want to start mentioning names, but then he's not like a world class level player yet. Likewise, is Guardiola. Guardiola is not even a world class level. He's not at that world class level yet. But then it's just people are just rating based on his potential. So that just let me just know what you actually think, and if you actually like this video, please drop a like, leave a like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. It's actually going to go a long, long way for me. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate it.